Okay, we have just got to the morning break on day 11 of the Undercover Policing Inquiry, Tranche 3, Phase 1. I'm joined by Alison on Police Spies Out of Lives. We've been listening to this is a doll representation of me in a Newport Rugby outfit with a cap across the chest. That's good, isn't it? You can only see it on that, but you have to put it by there if you want to see it on. Yes, we've got two devices filming at the moment. Let me just move this slightly. So we've been hearing from James Thomson, the undercover police officer who deceived Ellie and Sarah into sexual relationships, and Wendy as well. Most of the questioning this morning has referred to the ongoing contact he had with both of them following the end of his deployment. Alison, what have you made of what we've heard?
I'm not trivialising.
No.
I'm giving opportunities for visual.
Yes.
And also, it's been so disgusting.
Frankly,
I need a little bit of light relief.
Quite.
I was just saying to Evelyn, I have avoided, as I'm sure many of the women like us have avoided. I'm not interested in porn. I don't like it, and I can just about cope with sexualised stuff in fiction.
Sure.
But seeing into the mind, which is what we're getting, glimpsing into the mind of a disgusting, lecherous, state-sponsored con man is pretty gross. And we have tweeted this morning that the barrel, just scraping the bottom of the barrel, with more grime down there. So it's just and also one of the things we were also saying was that the fact that we can't see him is really unfortunate. Well, we can see him, but the fact that he's not being live streamed, he's smiling at points. There are points where and you want to say for the transcript, the witness is now smiling, wry smile. So he doesn't understand accountability. He doesn't understand what he says. There's one bit where he says, at this point I was starting to think about my part in my conduct. Who else has a responsibility for his conduct? I mean, what's he talking about?
That's a madness.
So, one of the things we just sort of shared is that he's still, despite all of this excruciating evidence, he is still seemingly self-satisfied and shameless. I mean, and he's very dapper, isn't he? He's well dressed, very well turned out. So looks like the upstanding citizen, but he's a slimy, revolting creature beneath.
Yeah, he really is a slimy, revolting creature. I think sums him up very well. It is particularly gross, like yourself. I mean, it's really uncomfortable to listen to all the sort of stuff about just the sexually explicit stuff. He's doing himself no favours. I mean, he really is there's this sort of idea that somehow he's just coming to understand what he was doing. I mean, for God's sake, man. Yeah,
and I think as well, somebody mentioned to me over the weekend about witness training. Do you know about witness training?
I mean, I can guess.
It's not coaching. You're allowed to do it. There's whole ethics around it. It's completely legitimate.
Oh, okay.
And having heard about that and then looked up what it was, he's had it, I think.
Right.
And he's owning. He's he can't remember a lot, obviously, of course. And he is, he's falling on this stuff. He's owning that he did this.
Yeah, he won't dispute anything that Ellie or Wendy have said.
No, he won't.
Sarah.
Yeah, and he's, but in some way, almost, he seems to think that somehow is going to make him okay. That in some people's eyes, he's a red-blooded man. He's only human that these women fell at his feet because, after all, he's a good-looking bloke. He thinks. I mean, I've got little else to say except that despite having heard this evidence from Ellie last week, so we've seen these emails already. I don't know whether we've seen all of them actually. I don't feel that we'd all looked. I do feel there was some detail.
No, they weren't. We weren't taken to all of them in the questioning of Ellie, and I think they were all part of the bundle. But there were certain sections of which there was just so much grotesqueness. Really, there were just so many examples of him asking for lingerie shots, bikini shots, out of lingerie shots.
Yeah.
And
what about the Victoria's Secrets at the airport that he wasn't at? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, let's assume he's I don't know, if he was actually, it wouldn't be okay, but if he was actually at the airport watching a Victoria's Secret advert on a loop that he then tells Wendy. He was telling Wendy about who he didn't have any sexual desires for, he says. That would be bad enough. But he wasn't at the airport. He was pretending. So he's like, it's like Roger Pierce. It's like these men with their imaginations.
Yeah.
Like they're imagining, like, if I was at the airport, what would I be doing? I'd be watching. I wouldn't be reading a book. I wouldn't be listening to a podcast. I wouldn't be reading the newspaper. I wouldn't be doing a word search or a Sudoku. I'd be watching a Victoria's Secrets advert on the loop. And we need, this is a message to the inquiry, because they're obviously watching all of Tom's videos because he's just been asked to delete one. So the message is, the water, fantastic. The seats, they're okay. We need sick bags.
Yes, on that note, it's only a short break. We should go back in. Please
Thank you.
provide us with sick bags. We could really do it.